welcome to the interview of Via.
Thanks for inviting me on your channel to talk about music. It's gonna be fantastic.
Firstly, how did you get started with guitar?
So when I was 5 years old, my dad decided to enroll my older brother, who was 8 at the time, in drum lessons because my dad played a bit of drums in high school, so he wanted his son to play drums. Cool. I was home with my mom, being 5 years old, and my dad came home with my brother from his first drum lesson, but my dad came home with a guitar. He had like an impulse purchase at the music studio, so and he knew one song on the guitar that his dad had taught him, and he played the one song, and I remember thinking it was the most incredible thing I had ever heard, and that I wanted to do that, and I needed to play guitar. So I used to sit with the guitar every day, and just, it was too big for me, so I would sit with it on my lap flat like this, and I would like just do this all day, just play with the strings because I didn't know how to play. And I had to beg my parents for about 6 months for guitar lessons because they did not want to pay for guitar lessons because they thought I was going to quit. Look at me now.
How old are you and what is your sign?
Right now I am 25 and my sign is Pisces. I'm a late February baby.
Via, how long have you been playing guitar?
So I've been playing guitar. I started my first guitar lesson when I was 6 years old in April. So I've been playing for 19 years actually, damn.
Via, what are your favorite music genres?
The music genres that are my favorite, definitely like post-hardcore, metalcore, the kind of stuff we were listening to in the mid to late 2000s in metal when we called it screamo. I love prog metal too. Now I love listening to film scores and more composed stuff, and I always have a really, really special place in my heart for pop.
Who are some of your biggest influences?
Biggest influences. My biggest influences, definitely I Set to Kill. I learned so many of their songs on guitar when I was in middle school, and that kind of really formed the foundation for me what playing metal guitar is, and even now as an adult with songwriting, whatever, it still carries through to my ideas and the importance of melody. I definitely love Falling in Reverse too. I loved all the shreddy solos that Jackie Vincent did for them in their first couple albums. And now that I'm older, more of David Max and Mitzik, I loved the composed elements with the guitar playing. It's really great because they're not just songs, they're like adventures, they're epics. And I also really like listening to the Game of Thrones soundtrack, and yeah, a lot of film scores and composed stuff. Ludovico Einaudi I've been listening to a lot. Yeah, they're all great.
Via, who is some of your favorite artists?
My favorite artists would probably be the ones I listed as my greatest influences. I love, in the prog stuff, I love David Max and Mitzik and Pliny, super amazing. In the metalcore, post-hardcore world, I still love Falling in Reverse, and Ronnie Radke for me is a genius at songwriting. I love Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens, all that stuff. And Dance Gavin Dance is also fantastic.
Do you play any other instruments?
Do I play any other instruments? Why, yes I do. I started playing flute when I was in 5th grade, and I played it all through, the end of elementary school, middle school, high school. I even had flute solos in band. I did concert band and everything. I love playing flute. I started learning piano my senior year, so when I was like 17 years old. And, I learned some basic stuff. I love the song Six Dot from the Spirited Away soundtrack, so I was learning that, and I learned some other stuff on it as well. And I've been trying to pick up violin. It's really hard, but yeah.
Have you taken any professional guitar lessons, or are you self-taught?
I am not self-taught at all. I had my first guitar lesson, like I said, when I was 6 years old. I had guitar lessons all the way up through the end of high school, and then after high school, I went to Berklee College of Music to study, and there I studied with Joe Stump, who is this awesome metal shred guy, and I think at the age of like 21, 20, I stopped having lessons. So now I don't have lessons, but I had lessons for the majority of my time being a musician.
What are your dreams, goals, and aspirations going forward?
My goals is definitely to just keep going with music and keep going with writing and releasing and get more into live playing now that the live music industry is starting to come back into full swing. So it'll definitely just be continuing, growing, and pursuing this.
Where are you from? Have you always been from there?
Right now, I live in Spain. I live in the community of Valencia. That is not where I'm from. I'm from like an hour outside of Boston. I am a New Englander through and through.
Have you done any collaborations, or are you in a band?
I haven't done any serious collabs yet. I've done, collaborations for videos with other musicians, but it can be really hard to have collaborations. So nothing official to release yet or anything.
Do you see yourself playing music as a career?
Yes, I absolutely see music being my career. This is what I do, this is what I love, and this is what I've always wanted to do since I was like 12, 13.
Avia, what is some of your outside interests?
So I love collecting rocks. I've posted about it on my Instagram story in the past. I have so many on my desk. I didn't even bring them all to Spain. I have even more back at my parents' house. So this is obsidian. I got this here. I love collecting rocks. I like painting. I haven't been able to do it now that I've been here, but that's one of the things I really, really love to do. I like to bake too. But anything where I can as well like use my hands and feel like I'm making something, I think that's what I enjoy, just the creativity aspect, whether it's painting, making music, or even editing my videos. I all really enjoy putting something in for a final product and using my hands. I love it.
Tell us about your recent live appearances.
I haven't really had any recent live appearances. I've been waiting to get back to the US to sort that aspect out. But travel, I do travel. Separate from music, I do travel. So recently I went to Prague, Dresden, Berlin, Amsterdam, a short stopover in Brussels for some waffles, and Strasbourg and Verdun. So this was really cool. I really love history, and when you get to travel, you get to see and experience the history, and it leaves a bigger imprint on you. So I love that.
Do you have any music for sale? Where can we buy it?
Yes, I do have an album out. It came out in 2020. It's called The Earth Still Breathes. You can find that everywhere. I have a Bandcamp, which you can totally go and support and buy the album there. You can also, it should be on iTunes. It's on Spotify, YouTube. Yeah, so whatever is the way you consume music, I got you.
Avia, thank you very much for your time today. We wish you well going forward. Thank you very much again.
Thank you so much. It's been great to talk about how I got started with music and my journey, influences, all of that. If you want to stay up to date with what's up with me musically, feel free to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. It's avea.music. Yeah, I'll see you there.